Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Swanton High School, home of the Bulldogs, and the host school for this week number 2 high school varsity football game, with the Aces making the long trip over here just to the edge of Toledo to take on the Swanton Bulldogs here at their home field tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Chris Warner alongside, running the camera and overseeing the live stream, and our pleasure to be here to bring you the action on the Hicksville Television YouTube page, HIX-TV YouTube channel here tonight. As we're getting ready, we just finished up with the national anthem, and they are still taking care of a few little pregame ceremonies here at Swanton High School. And we'll get ready to get the game underway shortly. We do want to say some thank yous before we get started. First off, to our 4 diamond level underwriters who are underwriting our Aces sports coverage here tonight. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and also online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. A full pharmacy to serve you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. And also our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. And they're also online at www.arcsolinc.com. We want to say a big thank you to Athletic Director Wade Hasselman here at Swanton for making it possible for us to be here with the live stream tonight. This is, I'm going to let you know right in advance, this is an older press box, and the windows do not open, so we have to shoot our camera through a pane of glass. So if you do notice some odd imagery on the picture, if there is some reflections at some point or whatever, that is the reason for it. We're also going to have to improvise a little bit at halftime to hopefully be able to bring you the halftime shows with audio. We're going to have to kind of jury rig our shotgun microphone because we can't stick it through the window. It's a low kick from the Swanton Bulldogs, and the Aces will fall on it back on their own 25-yard line to get the action started here at Swanton Field tonight. Glad to have you with us, and again, we're going to have some limitations with the camera, but we'll make do as best we can, and I may be even stepping out the door to see one end of the field, but between the two of us, we'll bring you the action here tonight. So, again, Swanton kicks off to the Aces to get the game started here tonight. Both these teams come into the action in week number 2, 0-1. As a matter of fact, it was pretty much a 50-50 split for GMC teams in week number 1, about half of them dropping their season opener and about half of them winning. The Aces, of course, start off this game 0-1. Swanton also lost. They were beaten by Paulding handily last week. A brief carry and a pickup of maybe a yard. For the Aces, that'll bring up second down and about 9. Aces will break huddle.
They have not started the clock.
And Garrett Turnbull, after getting his bell rung a little bit last week and having to sit out most of the second half, is back behind center here tonight, which is good. We'll have a brief official timeout here. A little bit of a stoppage of play. Looks like Green is the split back behind Turnbull. Turnbull gets the snap. Ball in the air, caught. Nice catch and run. Moving his way through traffic across the 40-yard line and brought down inside the 40-yard line. That was Brand Langham. Rico gets the tackle for Swanton, and that'll be enough to move the chains for the Aces. So the Aces convert the 2nd and 9, get a first down out of it, and they advance the ball to their own their own 44-yard line. Nice strong carry by Langham. Turnbull looking things over. Pitch back. That's to Green. Green's going to tuck it under. Green makes his way upfield. Got a nice hole. George Green all the way to the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Green tucked that ball under, lowered his shoulders, and nobody was going to stop him. That'll give him another first down. So the Aces coming out swinging to start this week number 2 football game. Had a nice drive over from Hicksville. It looks a little cloudy out here right now, but we just checked the forecast, and they're not calling for any rain. So hopefully we'll stay dry tonight. Maybe a little bit damp with all the humidity. Not much there. Ball carried by number 34, Cross Zedike, and Cross looks like he got about a yard, make it 2nd and 9. Again, glad to have you with us. This is the end of what has been a really big, busy stretch for us here at Hicksville Community Television. We've got another crew out tonight, as a matter of fact. We've got our personnel split to cover 2 different events this evening. High snap, pitch back. Oh, they smelled that one out, and Green gets taken down in the backfield. Nice defensive play by the Swanton Bulldogs. I'm so used to saying the Edgerton Bulldogs. This is the first time we've played Swanton in preseason football, at least in a long time. So you'll have to bear with me. I have to get used to it here. But again, a really nice facility. A little bit tricky to get to if you don't know. It's one of those places, if you know where you're going, it's easy to get here. But if you've never been here before, you can get kind of turned around. We had to.
We ended up at the wrong.
We had to ask.
Field.
Yeah, we had to.
We went to the soccer football field, not the football.
We had to stop and ask for directions. Hate having to do that. Oh, stumbles and goes down incomplete. Intended receiver again was Langham, and Langham slips and hits the turf, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Aces. And we'll see what the Hicksville squad wants to do here. The ball is on their own 48-yard line. It is 4th down. And they've got to go all the way to the 35 to move the chain. So it's about 17 yards to pay dirt for the Aces. Quick substitution. They got to hurry up and get that person in the line. There we go. And they're going to punt. High snap. Kick is up. It's a good one. It's going to come down and get scooped up, almost dropped, and then he will be dropped inside the 20. So a good punt for the Aces, as they don't allow the Swanton Bulldogs to reverse the field on them. And now we'll get ready for the Bulldogs. Our first look at their offense tonight. And I believe their quarterback is their junior, Lucas Wilson, who wears number 11. And that who is indeed going out to go into the huddle. Wilson, again, a 6'1", 180-pound quarterback and a junior. He'll go under center. Quick pass out, caught, and diving forward, picking up about 3 or 4 yards. That's number 10, Brennan Mersing. Mersing will take the ball out. We'll see where they mark him at about the 24-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6, make it 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Aces defense got a good workout against the Patrick Henry Patriots last week, so we'll see what kind of adjustments they've made. Quick handoff and nothing doing there.
Harris, stop by Taylor.
Ball's pretty much going to stay on the 24-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. Up under center. Pitch out. Number 33 handles it. That's Trenton Eitenauer. Eitenauer is going to move the chains as he'll get out across the 35-yard line to the 36. First down for the Swanton Bulldogs.
First down.
Trenton Eitenauer. I would say Eitenauer, but they're saying Eitenaer here, so. Another hand out to Eitnier. And another strong run across the 40 out to about the 42. Just got my script delivered. Yes. I didn't have the heart to tell him I printed it out before we left. But that's all right. 2 copies.
Well, you got an extra.
That's true.
If one blows away.
You know, now that we spent the summer, one of the things Chris did over the summer is he, helped me redo our filing system.
Yes.
And we went from having, 1.5 file drawers to having, 6 file drawers. I mean, we've got,
we can find things now.
We got all these archives, too. I mean, quarterback keeper, nothing doing, and that'll be he might have got a yard. Wilson just had nowhere to go with the ball, so he tried to make up what he could. When he picked up maybe a yard to bring up third, and it looks like third and about 3. So, yeah, we were amazed by some of the stuff. We have, these files now for, different years, and every year it's got the programs for the school plays and for and all the stuff that we covered at the fair and sports programs, and that's a whole boatload of stuff. Make the Historical Society jealous. And drop, but he picks it right back up. And again, he's going to have to run for his life, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Wilson dropped the snap, scooped the ball back up, but he got taken down before he could make it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, so 4th and 4 now for the Swanton Bulldogs. 5:47 and the clock rolling. Again, glad to have you with us, coming to you live from Swanton High School. Week number 2 varsity football action on HIX-TV. Dropping back to punt. Long snap. It's a good snap. Nice punt. Get that guy's number. And a fair catch at the 20-yard line by number 8, Brant Langham.
Langham, fair kicks. Wilson. Bryant's punt. It'll be 1st and 10. Aces at their own 20-yard line.
I think they said that the punter was Caden Bryan, but I could be wrong.
I heard Bryan as well.
Yeah, so I'm looking to see if there's somebody with the first name of Bryan, but I'm not seeing anyone. The only Bryan I know right now is busy videotaping the Demolition Derby for us.
I know a Bryan.
Back at the Defiance County Fair. So here we go, back on offense for the Aces. Turnbull with the snap. Turnbull pitches it out. And Langham has the ball. Langham making his way upfield. Langham, some fancy stepping, and he evades the defenders, and he's going to make enough for a first down. Brant Langham takes it out to about the 33-yard line, it looks like, which will be a first down for the Aces as he picks up 12 or 13. They're going to mark it on the 32. So 12-yard gain for Brant Langham, 1st and 10 for the Aces. Play coming in from the sideline. Green bringing it in, it looks like. Justin Davis, Aces head coach, looking to draw even on the season tonight. The Hicksville squad would love to even their record out at 1-1. And a timeout called. So I think that was the Aces calling timeout, and it was.
Aces.
So Hicksville stops the clock. They saw something they didn't like, or else they got the high sign from the sideline. So a timeout on the field here. We're in the first quarter of action with no score between the Swanton Bulldogs and the Hicksville Aces. Coming to you from Swanton Field tonight, Bill and Chris. Glad to have you here with us. Thanks again to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here this evening. They include ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, the Hicksville Pharmacy in the heart of downtown. Also, our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions and the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Give them a quick mention here. We only have about 45 seconds during the timeout, not enough time to really give them a full recognition, but we'll run down the list. And, of course, we'll be talking more about them at quarter breaks and at halftime throughout the evening.
Keep me on my toes there, Bill. You did it backwards this time.
You got to always expect the unexpected. All right, getting ready to go back into action here after the Aces' first time out. You'll notice how the 3 dashes have become 2 under the 0 on the Aces. Chris even keeps track of the timeouts for you. And a false start on the Aces. That'll back them up 5. That's not a good sign. First and 15 now for the Aces. Of course, they didn't really have a lot of problems with that last week. Patrick Henry had the real bugaboo with the false starts in week number 1. I think they got dinged like 4 or 5 times in that game. Yeah. There was a lot of them. Patrick Henry winners, and let's see, Liberty Center beat Tenora in week number 1. Wayne Trace beat Fort Recovery. They were on the winning side. Paulding beat Swanton, as we mentioned. Ball in the air. Turnbull's got a man open. No, and it's right through his hands and incomplete.
Turnbull to
Langham, the intended receiver. Good defense, and it goes through Langham's hands and incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Let's see, Eden beat Edgerton in week number 1.
Oh, I looked all those up.
Wayne Trace,
I can't remember.
Wayne Trace was a winner, and Paulding was a winner.
Oh, well, Fairview.
And Fairview lost. Tenora lost. Edgerton lost.
Antwerp won.
Antwerp won. Yeah, that was the one we were trying to think. So it was about a 50-50 split. Turnbull dropping back to throw. Turnbull looking downfield, puts the ball in the air, caught, and run out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line, it looks like. They'll bring up third down. Langham makes the grab. Bring up third down for the Aces. 3rd and 4. It went over the 40-yard marker sign, so they have to put that back into its proper shape. So 3rd and 4 for the Aces. Again, the ball at the 38-yard line. Turnbull gets the snap. Another quick hitter over the middle. That's good for the first down. Out to the 50-yard line, maybe just across it. We'll see where they mark it.
Turnbull to Stuckey.
And that was Owen Stuckey with the catch, and Stuckey takes it out to midfield and buys the Aces a fresh set of downs. The lights come on here at Swanton High School. Week number 2. Again, this is the second of the 3 non-conference games that the Aces will play. All the GMC teams start off with 3 non-conference matchups. Week number 4 is when we start playing GMC football. Green, strong carry. Green powering his way close to a first down. I think he's going to pick up about 7 or 8 on the carry. They're going to mark him at the 43-yard line, pickup of 7, 2nd and 3 for the Aces. Hicksville huddles up, breaks and comes up to the line. Turnbull continuing to work out of the shotgun, as is typical. Turnbull, another quick pass, caught. Number 22, that, of course, Camden Walter, and Walter will move the chains. Just a little quick dump pass, and it was good enough for about 7 yards, and that moves the chains and advances the football to the 36-yard line of the Swanton Bulldogs. So the Aces right now have got the offense humming along pretty well. Looking to get their first score of the season after being shut out last week. Turnbull takes the snap. Gives it to Green. Green powers forward to the 35. gain of a couple.
Green, stop by Tversky.
So Green will get a little over a yard. We'll call it a yard, 2nd and 9. Ball right on the 35-yard line. Play clock. They've got play clocks here you can watch. Down to 14 and running. Turnbull looking downfield, puts it in the air, caught. Across the 30-yard line. That's Braden Dix. Dix gets it down to about the 26. There's another quick pass and catch and run. Advances the ball again and buys the Aces yet another first down. Down to 1:40 in quarter number 1. Aces with the football and driving. They've made it down to the 26-yard line. Turnbull, snap. Turnbull hands it off on the reverse. Around the corner. Oh, caught in the backfield. And a flag. Camden Walter tried to do the reverse and turn the corner, and he got taken down, and a flag is thrown. It looked like he might have got a bit of the horse collar there. He stopped and got jerked backwards, so we'll see what the officials are going to say about it. And he got his face mask. I said the way his head jerked, they either got him around the collar or they got him on the side of the helmet or the face mask, and it will be a face mask, so the Aces will get some extra yardage. It'll be 1st down and 9 now. So they only get a yard out of it from the spot of the foul, but so it was a 5-yard incidental and not the 15-yard personal foul variety. Turnbull with the snap. Dropping back. Turnbull airing it out. Coming back for it, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted down at about the 2-yard line. Turnbull aired it out, and the Swanton defense takes advantage. They were able to beat the defender. It was double coverage, and the receiver of the Aces trying to make his way back to the ball, but the Swanton guys got there, and they were able to try for the ball too, and it kind of popped up in the air, and one of them grabbed it. So turnover, but deep in their end of the field, the Bulldogs get the ball back, but it's 1st and 10 on their own 2-yard line. So the Aces, who knows, if he drops back to throw, they may come after him and see what happens. Let the chips fall where they may. Under center. Quick handoff to try to buy him some breathing room, and he does. A nice run. That was number 6, Drake Harris, getting the handoff from Wilson and getting them, again, some breathing room as he'll move it out enough for a 1st down. All the way out to, looks like about the 15-yard line. Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 15 with under a minute to go here in our opening quarter and still no score. Wilson comes up under center. Aces get them to jump, and that'll be 5 yards back, a false start. And the Aces came rushing up, but they stopped short of the neutral zone, and one of the offensive linemen broke his stance, so that'll cost him 5. That'll make it 1st and 15 and move the ball back to the 10-yard line. 38 seconds, the clock stops with the infraction. Swanton breaks huddle. Wilson. And the ball is loose on the turf. They're going to fall on it, and a flag is thrown. So the ball popped loose. It looked like Drake Harris, number 6, fell on the ball back at about the 4-yard line, and then the flag was thrown after the ball was loose. So we'll see, or did they just pick up the flag? They're saying keep the clock rolling. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we've played one. And after the first quarter of play, it's a scoreless tie here at Swanton Field as the Aces and the Bulldogs both have zeros underneath their logos on the scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, switch ends of the field, and get ready to get the second quarter underway. And while we've got some time, we'll say a big thank you to the first of our Diamond Level underwriters making our coverage possible tonight, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you're looking for something brand spanking new or pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory anytime online at jimschmidtauto.com. Don't see what you're looking for? Let the folks at Jim Schmidt know what you're interested in. They always do their best to find you the vehicle you want and one that will best serve you and your family's transportation needs. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale. At the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, we want to thank them for their continued diamond-level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on HIX-TV. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and, of course, online at jimschmidtauto.com. All right. Well, setting the stage for you as we get ready to get the second quarter underway. It's a 2nd and 21 for the Swanton Bulldogs on their own 4-yard line. So they've got a long way to go. Lucas Wilson, their quarterback, up under center. Wilson, quick handoff, pile up near the line of scrimmage, and they're going to advance the ball maybe 2-3 yards and bring up third down. Wilson brings the play in from head coach Eric Keller for the Swanton Bulldogs. They'll break huddle and get ready to get back into action here. Third and very long. 19 yards to go. They're going to put it in the air, kind of a lateral, and that's not going to go anywhere. Ball is caught by Connor Mitchie, number 2. And Mitchie not able to do much, gets out to about the 6-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and 19 deep in their end of the field. So the punting unit's going to come out, and they're going to have to be careful with this punt, too. Don't want to have a bad snap or have it go out the back of the end zone. That would not be good for the Bulldogs. Caden Bryan, number 5, drops back to handle the punting duty. Nice high snap. He gets it, though, and it's off the side of his foot. There's not much there. The Aces are going to just let it roll. It'll roll dead at about the 32-yard line, so Hicksville's going to get the ball in great field position to start off their first offensive drive of quarter number 2 here tonight. So what was your favorite thing, Chris? Was it the beef show, the swine show, the sheep, the livestock sale? Me, I'm going to lean towards the mutton busting of our fair coverage that we did this week.
I'm going to say extreme cheer.
Oh yeah, that's well. I didn't get to go to that
I got
one.
to do extreme cheer and parade of bands.
Somebody had to do the swine show, and I drew the short straw. So we had a good time at the fair this week, and O'Brien is there tonight to wrap up our fair coverage with the Demolition Derby. And we're going to have a bunch of it is already available. Garrett Turnbull and the ball's loose on the floor. I think the Aces got it back, and then there's a couple of flags. I think Green is that George Green that dove on it?
For what it looks like, that's what I saw.
I think Green recovered the fumble, and then a bunch of that yellow laundry got thrown onto the field. at that point. Well, one of them, okay, there was a flag, which they looked like they picked up, and the other one was the change of down marker, which they didn't need. They picked that up, too, because it didn't change possession. So a loss of about 6 with the fumbled snap. So let's try it again. Turnbull out of the shotgun. Handles it this time. Turnbull gets the ball in the air. Caught. That's Stuckey. Stuckey still on his feet. Shakes one. And the next wave gets him, but not before he gets to the 24-yard line, which at least makes it a manageable third down. Yeah, if you missed any of our live stream coverage that we did on the Facebook page, the livestock shows, those are all there on Facebook. You can just go to our Facebook page, the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page, and click on videos.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find them.
Well, actually, it'd be under the live section.
Yeah, and the Mutton Bustin' is available as a live event on video on demand right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel if you want to catch that. And then the Parade of Bands, the Cheerleaders, and the Demo Derby will be coming up. We'll get those up for you sometime in the next week or two. And another interception, we'll see. And they're saying nope. It was caught by the Hicksville player. Ooh. Breathe a sigh of relief on that one. Oh, that was kind of scary.
Yes.
I thought for sure that they might have turned it over a second time on an INT, but credit the Aces receiver hanging on to the football and moving the chains. First down for the Aces that they advance the ball to the 20-yard line. And this quick pass game is really working well for the Aces so far. So be interested to see how they build on that as the season progresses. So, again, credit to Coach Justin Davis. High snap. Turnbull tosses it back. That's number 34, Cross Zedike. And Zedike, I think, takes it the distance. Yes, okay. I saw a bunch of Aces players raising their hands, but I was waiting for one of the guys in the striped shirt, and he did the same. So touchdown Aces. That's their first score of the season after being shut out last week. And Hicksville takes the early lead here in the second quarter, 6-0 over the Bulldogs. This is their first score. So honestly, Chris and I have no idea if they're going to go for two or if they've got somebody that can kick the field goal. Looks like they're going to go for the extra point attempt. And that looks like Owen Stuckey. That's going to be the kicker. Ball's down. Kick is up and a little short. Stuckey didn't quite get enough on it, and it dies about 3 feet shy of the crossbar. So the extra point conversion attempt fails. Score, however, remains the same, 6-0. Aces with the lead here at Swanton Field tonight. So with the Aces taking the lead and drawing first blood here tonight, they're going to get ready to kick it off. And again, this is something that they haven't done very much. They only had one kickoff last week, and that was at the start of the second half when they kicked it off to Patrick Henry to start the half. So the Aces will get ready for the kick.
You will receive a T-shirt, and our current Swanton High School cheerleaders will welcome you to
So here come the teams back out onto the field.
To cheer on the sidelines with them. You will meet at the pavilion to the soccer fields at 6 o'clock.
And Stuckey looks like he's going to be doing the kicking as well. He was the one who kicked off to the Patriots last week, so that makes sense. They'll tee it up on the 40-yard line, and the Bulldogs will get ready to get back on offense here, trailing 6-0 with 7 minutes, 59 seconds to go before halftime. Aces break. Here we go. Stuckey gets his foot into it. It'll come down, get scooped up just inside the 15. And it'll return it out to a little beyond the 20.
Here's stop by Zig. Be first and 10, Bulldogs at their own 20-yard line.
So they're going to mark it right on the 20-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Swanton at that point. Hey, don't forget we get to halftime. Both the Aces Pride and the Swanton Marching Band are here tonight. And we're going to see if we can jury rig something up with our shotgun microphone through an open window to be able to bring you the audio for the halftime entertainment. All right. Quick snap, dropping back, ball in the air. Bobbled, but he hangs on to it. Not much after that. Brennan Mersing made the catch, but he was pretty much, when he caught it, he bobbled the ball, and he got the ball under control, and they pretty much dropped him right where he made the grab. Pickup of about 3, it looks like, for 2nd and 7 for the Swanton Bulldogs.
Bill, we had our home opener for volleyball.
That's
as
true.
well.
Yeah, the Lady Aces 2-0 on the early season. They won their season opener on the road.
Yeah, both JV and varsity won the home match.
Victorious over the Lady Indians of Wauseon. Quick handoff. And that, I think, was Eitner. Or Eitner, as they say here. Number 33. So we had a lot of fun doing that, too. We got to, they moved us to the other, we requested to be moved to the other side of the gymnasium so we could utilize the scoreboard camera like we did in basketball, and we were allowed to do that. So, yeah, good-looking crew. We had a lot of fun. So we'll look forward to more of them. We got a lot of volleyball next week.
Yes, a lot of volleyball. We have the first day of school on Monday, too, at least for me.
Wilson under center. Wilson gets the snap, rolling out. He's being chased. Wilson looking downfield, puts the ball in the air, and that's going to be picked off by the Aces. And, they're saying change of possession. That was Brant Langham, got his mitts on it. So that's a turnover on both sides of the football now. The Bulldogs picked one off from the Aces, and now the Aces return the favor and get their first turnover of the night. It'll be first and 10 Hicksville at the Swanton 38-yard line. All right, Aces looking to see if they can capitalize on the turnover here. 2 wide receivers out on the far side and 2 on the near side towards us. Turnbull looking over things. Sidearms it out there, and it's caught. And into the end zone.
Turnbull to Langham, touchdown.
Brant Langham makes the grab, and he shuffles into the end zone. Touchdown, Hicksville. The score comes with 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go before halftime, or 6:08 in the second quarter. Aces up now 12-0. And we'll see if they're going to go for a 2-pointer here or if they're going to bring Stuckey out to try kicking once again. We'll see. It looks like Stuckey is coming out. Yep, they're going to try to get him going on the kicking game. Needs to get a little more leg into it than he did the first time out. Quarterback Garrett Turnbull is the holder. Ball's down. Kick is up. That's a much better looking kick. And it splits the uprights neatly. So the PAT good from Stuckey, and that'll make it a 13-0 game for the Aces. Again, with 6:08 to go before halftime.
The Bulldog football team meals. Fort Byron and Son. Stop by Mark Pizza Roma. B-Drive.
This is a really nice field that they have here. It's kind of odd. It's sort of like offset from the school. You have to go across a bridge. There's like a you have to go across a bridge.
Well, actually, the school's back that way.
Yeah, so I mean it's just kind of
it's almost like they got the little campus. So everything's connected with trails.
But their
and
athletic
pathway.
boosters are here serving up pulled pork sandwich dinners, and they've got the grill going over the concession stand doing dogs and burgers. So good eating.
I got mine fresh off the grill. So
there you go.
I was getting them as the guy was bringing in a fresh batch of hamburgers.
Pretty good. Now, maybe we're a little prejudiced. We don't think they tasted quite as good as the Hicksville Athletic Boosters burgers, but they were close. So the Aces getting ready to kick it off once again. Stuckey tees it up at the 40. Swanton's colors purple and white. Aces, of course, with the road whites with the black numerals. It's a whiteout night for the Aces faithful here tonight. Caught at about the 20-yard line. Makes his way out to the 30. Finds a nice seam, still on his feet. And he'll return out to the 40-yard line.
Harris, stop by Green. He'll be first and 10, Bulldogs.
That was Drake Harris with the return for the Bulldogs. George Green brought him down, put an end to that return at the 40-yard line, but still good field position for the Bulldogs to start off this offensive series.
Quarter number 2 halfway over.
Yep, the clock is stopped at 6 until they snap the football here. And they do. Rolling out. Wilson in trouble, tucks it under, and he's going to get taken down just across the 40 at about the 42.
Wilson, stop by seating.
Quarterback keeper is only good for a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Swanton. The Swanton JVs are going to be at Hicksville tomorrow morning for a JV football game that kicks off at 10 o'clock. We will not be there because we're done for this week. We've had 10 days without a break, so... Oh. Well, the laundry flies, and it's going to be a false start, or are they going to say encroachment? We'll see what the official ruling is, and it's going to be offsides against the Aces. I thought one of the Aces players jumped into the neutral zone and made some contact, so that'll make it 2nd and about 2. Tomorrow also the final day of the 2023 Defiance County Fair. So if you have not had the chance to make it out to the fairgrounds in Hicksville, you'll need to be able to do that tomorrow. Otherwise, you got to wait till next year. Wilson keeps it himself, and he's going to get swarmed under. A flag flies from the backfield. Wilson, no gain on the play. That'll be 3rd down and 2, but that's before we find out it's going to be a hold against the Bulldogs. So it's going to be 2nd down, but 2nd down and long. Spot foul. They're trying to figure out where the infraction actually occurred. It looked like it'd be pretty close to the line of scrimmage. So that should back him up 10. And so that should make it 2nd and about 12. Yep, it does.
10 yards, foul.
So the foul occurred right at the line of scrimmage, so they'll back it up 10. It'll remain 2nd down, but it'll go from 2nd and 2 to 2nd and 12. Here come the Bulldogs. Clock rolling, 4:35 and counting to halftime. Wilson runs into his back man. Now he's going to try to turn upfield. Wilson dives forward, and he'll be brought down at about the 40-yard line, maybe a little past that, which was about where the original line of scrimmage was when they started this offensive series. So that's going to make it a 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. First day of school, they start off with a big welcome assembly that starts the school day. I think
we're going to be on a 2-hour delay schedule
for
all.
It's not going to be a 2-hour delay, but the first 2 hours is going to be the welcome.
So
they do all kinds of fun stuff.
So middle school and high school grades 5 through 12 will be on a 2-hour delay schedule.
Yeah, might want to check out the HIX-TV YouTube channel about 8:15, 8:30 tomorrow morning. That's going to be close to 1st down yardage. Are they going to give it to him? Looks like they will. Wilson got out to the 50.
1st down.
The 49-yard, got across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
49-yard
They needed
line.
9 yards, and he got them 10. So by 1 yard, they'll move the chains and a fresh set of downs for the Swanton Bulldogs. Clock running, about 3:25 to go before halftime.
Which I think the Aces Pride will go first.
They
Is that
go
correct?
first, yeah. I've got my script here.
Already?
I just have to walk down about 10 feet or whatever to grab the microphone. Nice hole, and that could be trouble. The Aces finally corral him. That was Trenton Eitner with the carry, and Eitner gets taken down by Semple, and not before he gets across the 30, 29-yard line of the Aces. And a fresh set of downs for the Edgerton Bulldogs. Looking to draw a little closer here before the intermission. And another Eitner inside the 20. That should move the chains again. Eitner moves the chains. Langham is the one that corralled him that time, but not before they get enough yardage for another first down. Closing in on 2.5 minutes to go before halftime, but Swanton driving. They'll break huddle. Here we go. Wilson up under center. Two backs behind him, man in motion. And we've got another timeout called by the Aces. Well, they got 3 that they can use in the first half. So the Aces call their second timeout of this first half with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go before halftime. They want to talk things over. They want to make sure that everybody's on the same page defensively. They'd like nothing better than to keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone on this possession. Again, they've got a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line when play resumes. So Bulldogs talking things over as well as the Aces. Now break huddle, and we'll get ready to get back into action here. Hicksville going to take up their defensive slots first. And here come the Bulldogs. All right. Wilson puts a man in motion again. Pitches it out. That's to Eitner. Eitner heading towards the page. Yep, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
So that area is right outside our field of view for the camera. So
Trenton Eitner broke through, and he went up basically just inside the sideline into the end zone for 6. And they'll line it up, and they'll attempt their extra point. Their kicker is number 11, Lucas Wilson. So Wilson will get ready to attempt the extra point. And again, we do apologize, but we do have limitations on the cameras we said at the start. And nothing doing there. It's blocked.
No good.
And so the PAT is no good. The score will remain 13-6 with the Aces on top by 7. And the Hicksville squad will get ready to get the football back and get back on offense with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go before halftime. All right, we're going to get lined up and ready to go. Wilson with a short kick, caught at the 35-yard line, and a return out to about the 44 for the Aces. And that was Caden Steffel, number 5, with the return. Steffel, one of the short men. They kicked it right to him, so it's an easy catch for Caden. And again, he motors out to about the 42, 43-yard line. We'll see where they mark it officially. 43-yard line. So the Aces with good field position and 2 minutes and 8 seconds to work with. They've got one timeout, so they've been wanting to practice their 2-minute drill. Here's the perfect time. .57 yards away from the end zone. Turnbull drops back. Short pass caught. Steps out of bounds, stops the clock just shy of the 50-yard line. 2:04 left to go.
Turnbull to step in.
They'll mark it officially at the 49-yard line. Another snap, dropping back, looking downfield, another quick pass, caught. That's good for a first down. As my voice cracks, and Braden Dix takes it inside the 40-yard line.
Turnbull to Dix.
Braden Dix gets down to, it looks like about the 37-yard line of the Bulldogs. They'll keep the clock rolling. He stayed in bounds. Minute 50 and counting. Fresh set of downs for the Aces. Turnbull again gets it off, caught. Another nice move. Another first down.
Turnbull to
Langham takes it down to just now, right on the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Aces. Minute 25 to go before the half. Turnbull gets it away again. Another catch. That's Stuckey. Stuckey spin move. He stays on his feet. He'll make some good positive yardage inside the 5. Stuckey down to about the 3-yard line. First and goal for the Aces. As their 2-minute drill has been working pretty well.
Yes, it has.
They've only burned off about 1 minute exactly. They started with 2:06, and they got 1:06 on the clock right now. Turnbull. Man in motion. Dropping back, rolling out. Turnbull puts the ball in the air, and that should be a flag because that time Langham got tackled while the ball was still in the air coming his way. So that should be half the distance to the goal. We'll wait for the official determination. Clock stops with 53 seconds. Yeah, it will be pass interference against Swanton, as we thought, and that'll move it down to about the 1.5-yard line. I learned that from Mrs. Laney. A 1.5 is, you don't want to say the 1-yard line or the 3-yard line.
Timeout, Hicksville.
And the Aces are going to take their Chris is looking at me like, what the heck are you talking about? Just trying to be accurate here.
Yeah, all I got was 1.5 from that.
Yeah, well, so that's half of 3.
You are correct.
Yeah. So 53 seconds, the Aces use their final timeout of the first half to talk about what they want to do. They've got a 1st and goal, and the ball is officially at the 2-yard line, but actually it's just inside the 2-yard line because it went half the distance on the pass interference charge. So we'll see what the Aces come up with. Maybe it's just me, Chris. I'd be tempted to give it to Big George Green and just let him go.
Exactly what I was thinking.
But
in the past, they have done that, although that might be the obvious choice, so they might go with something else,
so,
thinking that the other team would be prepared for that.
That's why you and I are up here in the press box and not down on the sideline calling the plays.
Because we don't know what they're going to do.
Yep. In years past, the Aces had some outstanding running backs, and there was no doubt who was going to get the ball. But we'll wait and see what they come up with this time. And it's going to be a direct snap to Langham. Langham right up the pipe.
Langham, the ball carrier, touchdown.
And it's good for 6. They just directly snapped it to Brant Langham, and he got ahead. He just took off and headed straight upfield and punches his way into the end zone. So 6 more for the Aces. The score comes with 47 seconds before halftime. And with the TD, it's now a 19-6 game in Hicksville's favor. And once again, Stuckey's going to come out to attempt the extra point conversion. As Chris waits to see whether he has to change that 1-9 to a 2-0.
That's what I'm waiting for. Because that's an extra character I have to delete. I can't just do the quick.
Kick is up, and it's looking pretty good. And it is.
Yep.
So 2 for 3 for Owen Stuckey tonight in the extra point category as he makes it a 20-6 game. Aces now up by 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points, with 47 seconds to go before halftime. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, so glad to have you with us on the Hicksville YouTube channel, the HIX-TV YouTube channel, coming to you live from Swanton Field in Swanton, Ohio. Nice, beautiful community, a nice drive over from Defiance County. Again, glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the free live stream coverage on Hicksville Community Television, our YouTube channel. We had a live stream earlier today from 9 until about 2:30. It was a long one from the livestock sale, but again, a lot of community support, not just from Hicksville, but I mean from all across Defiance County for the youngsters and their livestock projects on the junior fair side today. Is just it's always kind of neat to just see everybody come together and support the kids like that. Had the elected officials all out there. A lot of several of our underwriters were there, helping to support the kids as well. Nice kick, and it's a roller, and they're going to fall. They have to fall on it. No, they scoop it up and try to run. He might have got an extra couple of yards. He'll dive out, and they'll bring him down about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will set up shop. But, yeah, we heard a lot of stuff from the Hicksville Bank. Jim Schmidt was out there.
ARC as well.
Yeah, ARC Solutions. So, yeah, we
well, ARC also bought that
the
cart, and they gave it back to resell. So they bought it and then gave it back.
Yeah, the Royalty had a gift cart filled with stuff that they collected from all over the county. ARC Solutions purchased it and then gave it back and told them to sell it again. Ball in the air, and it's picked off. Turnover. Aces with their second INT of the night. Caden Steffel makes the grab. And the Aces will take over on the 48-yard line of Swanton with 32 seconds left to go. That's, I guess
plenty of time.
They could take a knee or whatever, but heck, they could take a couple shots at it with 32 seconds. No timeouts. So they'll have to be careful with their time management. We'll see what the Aces decide to do here. They're up by 14, 20-6. They'll move the personnel around with a change of possession and get ready to get in action. Again, 32 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10 Aces from the Swanton 48-yard line. It looks like they're going to at least run one play here. Steffel. It should be Turnbull. And he'll get taken down. Turnbull, and we've got a slow to get up. I think that's Carl Rupert, number 57, who's down on the turf.
I cannot get you a confirmation.
I think it was 57. 17 seconds to go. Official timeout. Doc Haggerty making his way out onto the field to check on the Aces player. And the Aces will huddle up on the far sideline. Coach coming out to check things over as well. We don't want to see that. He'll take his helmet off. And my view is blocked by the officials standing around him, so I can't see where they're looking at his leg.
From my angle, they are looking at that would be his right knee.
Okay.
That's where I can barely see.
So we'll see.
Looks like they're also looking at the calf muscle.
And he's going to get up. That was number 57. Carl Rupert, yep. And they'll walk him off the field. He's a little gimpy on one of his pins there, yep. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Swanton's official trainer.
He's walking a little better even now.
Good boy.
So the healthcare people will make their way back to the sidelines. Swanton personnel going out there to help out the Aces crew, and we'll get ready to get back into action here tonight. Again, 17 seconds to go. Aces with a 2nd and 17 after Turnbull got dropped for that loss. They'll start the clock back up again. Turnbull takes a snap. Turnbull dropping back. Turnbull airing it out. Got a man. Incomplete. Wanting the flag, but he's not going to get it. Clock stops with 7 seconds. It'll be 3rd and 17 now.
Correction, 3rd down.
So the Aces have got time to launch one here. 7 seconds to go. They're 55 yards away from pay dirt. We'll see what they come up with. Misdirection. Air it out. Quick catch and run. Hope to find a seam. We'll see. Stuckey and looks like Walter, the backs out on the near side towards us. They throw in the other direction. Still on his feet.
End of the first half. Aces.
And I think that was Braden Dix. And Dix will get out to about the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs before being taken down. And that'll be the end of the first half. We've played the first 2 periods, and it's the Aces in the lead, 20-6, our halftime score. We'll get ready for the halftime performances, and I'll take some time here to say a big thank you to one of our Diamond Level underwriters, and that is APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. World-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Want to thank them so very much. And, again, they do welding, powder coating, so much more. And you can find out they have positions available. They might even have something for you. Go on to aptmfg.com/careers to see where the positions are available. You can upload your resume or fill out an application. They'd love to hear from you. And who knows, maybe you can become part of the APT Manufacturing family. So proud to have them as one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters. Tony Niswander and the whole gang. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. We conclude our performance this evening with One Republic's chart-topping hit, Counting Stars. As the pulsating beats and captivating melodies fill the air, let your imagination soar among the constellations as we serenade you with a performance that's bound to make your spirits rise. On your feet, Aces fans, as the band salutes the Aces and cheers them on to victory. Thank you, Aces Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Zach Kohlmeyer. The Aces Color Guard is directed by Miss Ashley Baum. The band would like to give a special thank you to Teresa Evans and Mary Glass for their assistance with the band this evening. On HIX-TV's Bill Murphy, wishing all of you a very good night.
Check 1 2, test 1 2.
This year, our band show is titled Women in Pop Music. Our first artist was discovered by Clive Davis, and her name, yes, Whitney Houston. And the song the band is playing tonight is I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. It was released in 1987, and it hit the #1 chart in June of that year. At the Grammys, she won the Best Female Vocal Pop. The song was #1 in the June of that year of '87, and it stayed there for 2 weeks. Here's Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me with trumpet soloist Serena Colburn. Our next woman of pop music is Katy Perry. She co-wrote this number with Sandy B, and the song is Fireworks. It's a dance of pop self-empowerment anthem with great lyrics, which was released in October of 2010. Perry said the song was influenced by Jack Kerouac's novel On the Road. In December, it reached #1, which was Perry's 4th #1 single that year. Our junior drum major, McKenna Mortimer, will be directing with Kristen Bates as a trombone soloist. Here is Katy Perry's Fireworks. We close tonight's Women of Pop music show with a younger artist, Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You. This song was written by Rodrigo and released in May of 2021. It's an upbeat song blending rock, pop, punk, emo, and alternative styles in her music. It was nominated for Best Music Video at the Grammys that year. The song did make #1 in the charts. Please enjoy Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You.
Unofficial halftime or second quarter scores. Anybody cares about? Archibald 13, St. Henry 0, Bryan 21, Maumee 14, Bellevue 14, Wauseon 3, Liberty Center 35, Napoleon 0 at the half, Delta 10, Fairview 8, Patrick Henry 34, Wayne Trace 6, Evergreen 7, Ottawa Hills 7, Anthony Wayne 21, St. John 0, and Montpelier 2, Woodmore 0. $50-50 tickets. Winning number for the 50-50 for $255. Sponsored by Norfolk Southern. Zero 47068. That's 047068. The winning game ball number 967-605. 967-605. Please bring either winning your prize.
We welcome you back to the press box here at Swanton High School as we are getting ready to wrap up halftime and head into the third quarter of this football game this evening. If you are just joining us, our halftime score has the Aces leading the homestanding Swanton Bulldogs by 14, 20-6. Our halftime score. They've got we've gone through the 20-minute halftime. The 3-minute warm-up clock is running down right now. I've still got time to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. They're your good neighbor pharmacy with a full pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs, medical supplies, equipment, over-the-counter medications, gifts, sundries, and more. We want to thank them so very much for their continued diamond-level support, underwriting all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. The Myers family, if you haven't seen the difference it makes to have a pharmacy that's locally owned and operated, stop by and see for yourself. And hey, if you'd like to get the latest information, set up an appointment for a COVID booster flu shot, feel free, give them a call. It's 419-542-6218.
Yes, you got that correct.
I thought that was what it was. Only took me a couple of years to get it memorized. But, again, they would love to see it. And if you have any other questions, they'd be happy to answer as well. We are so proud, again, to have them as one of our diamond-level underwriters. Our good friends, the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Now, we do want to make mention, if you are watching our live stream, as we mentioned before when we were doing the pregame, this press box is an older press box, and we are not able to remove the windows like we normally do when we live stream a game. So we have to shoot our camera. We have no choice. We have to shoot our camera through a window. And with the lights on, you can see that there's some reflection and there's some glare. So you can actually sort of, it's kind of neat. It's it's sort of like a nouveau wave. It's a new wave. You can watch Chris
work
while he's on camera. So it's a new innovation. So, again, we know that it's not ideal, but it's the best that we can do. And we're not saying anything disrespectful or demeaning towards the gang here at Swanton. They have been great to us, helped us get set up, gave us directions on where to park, and, again, got us the rosters, everything we needed. They've been just a joy to be with up here in the press box. So, again, nothing against them. It's not their fault either. So, again, we just want to, again, thank everybody here, including Athletic Director Wade Hasselman, for allowing us to be here to cover the game for you this evening. I'm Bill Murphy. That handsome devil that you can sort of see reflected in your screen is Chris Warner.
Well, you can't see me now. I scooted up my chair.
Oh, there we go. He's hiding. And the Aces are going to be kicking off to the Bulldogs to start the third quarter. Kick is in the air. And it's caught and dropped. They scoop it up back at the 28-yard line. Number 23 stays on his feet. The Aces are pursuing him. And they finally drag him down at about the 44. Ball was carried by Jonah Rico. So Rico gets him out to about the 45-yard line. We'll see where they're going to mark the ball. I think it's going to be at the 44, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Swanton. And again, if in the heat of the moment I accidentally say Edgerton, because we're so used to saying the Edgerton Bulldogs on this channel, I apologize. I don't think I've done it more than once. But
well, we also have the Defiance Bulldogs.
Well, we never carry that. We never have them.
Yeah, but I mean, we go there every now and then for tournament coverage. So
here we go. We've got a new quarterback out on the floor. That's Jaden Wilson on the floor, on the field. Jaden Wilson, who is a sophomore. He took that snap. And a pickup of a couple. Gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 8. So, yeah, their new quarterback, Jaden Wilson. Wilson is a 5'7" freshman, clocking in at 132 pounds. So getting a chance to have a few snaps here in this game. We'll see if the Aces have adjusted any of their personnel for the second half as well. He plays under center. Handoff, nothing doing. They're going to drop him for about a 2-yard loss, and it'll be third down and about 10. Back to the original line of scrimmage. All right, a 3rd and 10 play for the Swanton Bulldogs. Jaden Wilson under center, dropping back. Wilson puts the ball in the air. It's caught across midfield. Nice forward motion across the 40 into Aces territory and brought down at about the 38-yard line, 39. Catch and run by Caden Bryan. That'll move the chains.
There you
Got
go.
the game ball. Paul Overmeyer, all right. Is that a raffle? I think of a raffle.
Yes, that was one of the 50-50 tickets.
50-50s, and yeah, so he got the game ball ticket. There you go.
Even had it offered to be signed by their athletic director.
39-yard line, 1st and 10. As we just go under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wilson, quick handoff. Powering forward. The Aces are going to stack him up and stop him at about the 35-yard line. And that looked like Bryan with the carry. They are going to mark him at the 36. As Swanton trying to put some points on the board to start this third quarter and get themselves back into this football game. They're down by 14. Wilson takes a snap, ball's loose. I think he fell on it. Aces diving for it, but I don't think any of them could get to it before Wilson did. So that'll be a 1-yard loss. That'll make it third down. And well, they're saying 3rd and 34 on the, that's not right. The scoreboard.
Oh.
3rd and 7, there we go.
I just looked over and I saw 3rd and 37.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh, no, it's on, ball's on the 37-yard line. They just had the yard and the down transposed, or the to-go transposed. All right, here we go. Wilson rolling out, looking downfield, puts the ball in the air. He overthrows his intended receiver, I think was number 10, Brennan Mersing. And that'll fall incomplete and bring up 4th down. 4th down and 7 on the Aces 37-yard line. Decision time. Is it 4-down territory? We'll see what they come up with on the Bulldogs side of the ball. Wilson will bring in the play from the sideline. Jaden huddles up his offense. And they'll break huddle. They're going to go for it. 7 yards to go to move the chains. 37 yards to get the points. Wilson dropping back. Rolling out, going to hang on to it himself. Wilson, I don't think so. He's going to turn it over on downs. He got inside the 35-yard line, but then they knock him out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover on downs. The Aces will get the ball back. It looks like at about their own 34-yard line. 8:16 to go in quarter number 3. Aces, their first offensive series of the second half, up by 14. And it looks like they're keeping their frontline guys out there, at least for right now. Garrett Turnbull. And you see George Green out there, and same with Brant Langham. So, yep, they're going to keep the first stringers out at least for a little while yet. Turnbull sets up in the shotgun. Green's the back behind him. 2 wide receivers out on either side. Man in motion, that's Langham. Langham gets the handoff. Langham turns the corner. Langham gets across. Langham gets first down yardage and gets to midfield, maybe a little farther. Eitner made the stop for the Bulldogs, and it looks like they're going to put the nose of the football right on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Aces. Clock rolling, 7:51. Quick handoff. That's Green. Oh, I take that back. That wasn't Green. That was Cross Zedike. Zedike powers it down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line for another Aces first down. Turnbull getting the snap. Hand off to Green. And Green powers it down to about the 22-yard line. So they turned the lights off in the press box to try to cut down our glare situation. But now it's kind of hard to see the roster.
They'll give or take, Bill.
Yeah. We'll make do as best we can.
One thing I will point out is at least
Do
our...
we have a flashlight in the one bag?
Let me look. Let me get the camera set
I think
up
we
first.
I think we have a flashlight in the camera bag. One of those high-powered special forces flashlights. Zedike gets the carry. Zedike to the 20-yard line. That's where he's dropped down.
Zedike stopped by Eitner.
Eitner, the defender, stopping Zedike's run. Across, Zedike gets him to the edge of the red zone. The nose of the football on the 20-yard line. Aces with a 2nd and 7.
That better?
Yeah, it does make a bit of a difference. Good.
See, I told you it was a good idea to have those in there.
And once again, I was right. Green with the carry. Oh, they get George. They stack him up, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage. He might have even lost about a half a yard. Make it 3rd and 8 now for the Aces. Yeah, they'll mark him back a yard out to the 21.
Euchred by Harris.
Green will step out. Zedike will come back in. Third and 8 for the Aces. Ball on the 21-yard line. 5:10 to go in quarter number 3. Turnbull keeps it, rolls out. Turnbull in the air, man wide open, caught. And first down yardage and a flag thrown at the end of the play. It's in the Aces backfield. And it's going to be against Hicksville, personal foul.
Dealt by the Aces.
So that's going to wipe out that first yard gain. And it'll march him back 15 all the way back to the 35-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and forever for Hicksville.
There you go, Bill. Got your flashlight situation all sorted.
There you go.
We
Just requires a little bit of experimentation.
Yes. Let me get you one of those holders, like an arm to hold it up for you.
All right. Handoff. That's to Langham. Langham turns the corner. Langham powering forward. Langham inside the 30 to about the 29 on the reverse handoff. That'll be 4th down and long, but again, the Aces probably in 4-down territory here with the ball at the 29-yard line.
Flanagan stop by Tversky. 4th down.
So the Aces with a 4th and long, but they're deep in Swanton territory, so I'm going to guess that they're going to go for it here.
Maybe a field goal, possibly.
I don't know if Stuckey has the leg for that yet or not. He's getting better, and maybe at some point, but right now, even if they can pick up 5 yards or whatever, it'd be almost as good as a punt. Turnbull dropping back. Turnbull airing it out. And it's picked off. Oh, the worst possible thing. And it's going to be returned all the way to near midfield.
Mersing.
I think Zedike was the one that got him.
Tackled on the play by
Zedike.
There we go.
1st and 10, Bulldogs.
So that's two interceptions each tonight. 2 for each squad. With the change of possession, the Swanton Bulldogs find themselves back in action, back on offense, and they're only 52 yards away from the end zone. Wilson, little bit of movement on the line there. That'll back him up 5. That'll take him back to the 43-yard line.
False start, Bulldogs, 5-yard penalty.
Stops the clock with 3:42 to go in quarter number 3. Wilson hangs on to it himself, and Wilson, nothing doing. He'll get to the 45-yard line, and they'll corral him and put him to the turf. Wilson's a tough kid. He's only 130-some pounds, so he'll be feeling some of those hits tomorrow. Jaden Wilson comes out with the play. 2nd down and about 13 after that loss. Ball at the 45-yard line. Wilson. Quick throw and incomplete. That looked like a little bit of miscommunication. His intended receiver was looked like Connor Mitchie, and it looks like Mitchie just started to break in the wrong direction. The ball sailed over his head and hits the turf. It brings up 3rd down. Bulldogs break huddle. Here we go. 3rd and long for Swanton. Looking to get back into this game, down by 14. Pitch back. And nothing doing. The Aces sniffed that one out. Pitch went to Trenton Eitner, and he gets dropped for another loss.
Eitner.
And that'll make it 4th and about 15.
Rustled by Schooley.
So 4th and long, staring the Edgerton Bulldogs in the face. Edgerton Swanton Bulldogs in the face. There, I know it's going to do it again. I've probably been doing it and I don't even realize it.
I haven't been noticing either.
There's going to be something in the comments like, you said Edgerton like 82 times.
Yeah, someone that counts, yeah.
So timeout on the field.
which while I got the time here, I'm going to say a quick PSA. For anyone that sees links on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel saying click here for the live stream.
Don't do it.
Yeah, do not click on those links. Those are scam links. Any links by us will be directly from our Facebook page. We will not put them in the comments on any post. We will put them directly in the post.
Our links usually will have YouTube in them somewhere.
As well as when we comment stuff on our YouTube channel, it will have a little check mark right next to our name.
Also, if you go to watch any of our live streams on either our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, you go right to the live stream. You're never asked for any information. You're not charged. They're free. So if you go to a link and they want you to enter your name and create an account or anything like that, that is not us. We do not do that.
Yes. That timeout was by the Aces?
They have 3 on either side of the scoreboard right now, so I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know who to take a timeout away from.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yep, they both still have 3 timeouts on the scoreboard, so until they change the scoreboard, we'll keep ours the same.
Yes.
So here comes the punting team. Good snap, good kick. Going back. Caught back at about the 14-yard line. Working his way through, and a nice run back, still on his feet. Across the 40-yard line.
Bryant's punt is returned to the Hicksville.
The Aces take it all the way back to the 40-yard line.
10 Aces.
I think that was Braden Dix with the return, but I couldn't catch his number. Again, I'm looking through a window too, so I've got some glare issues. We're doing the best we can. But it's 1st and 10, Hicksville. 2:07 to go. Turnbull. Long count. And they'll reposition people again. Now they snap the ball. Turnbull rolling out. Turnbull hanging on to it himself. Turnbull tucking it under and getting near midfield before stepping out of bounds. Eitner's the one that got him to go out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. But still a nice gain for the Aces. Bulldogs setting their offense is 2:01 to go here in quarter number 3. Well, maybe that was some kind of an official timeout. I don't know. We'll just.
I heard that it was a team timeout. Is this newer person running the scoreboard?
Somebody. Well, anyway, Turnbull, quick handoff to Green. Green still on his feet. Green finds a nice hole. Green powering inside the 35. George Green down to about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces.
1st and 10 Hicksville.
You've done the weight room with George Green.
Yes, I have done weightlifting with George for 2 years now. This will be year number 3.
He's got some power in those legs.
I can say he's the only kid in the Hicksville weight room that can actually bend the bars. We have a bar, and it's called George's Bar, of course, and it's the one he strictly uses. And the coach will not let him use another one because he keeps bending it. So we don't want to have all the bars bent. And I kid you not, it is not at a 180-degree angle anymore.
Turnbull. Hand off to Green again. Green again going around the outside. Green turns the corner, still on his feet. Green motors down. Looks like he's going to pick up another 1st down. Down to near the 20-yard line. Mark it at the 21. 1:23 to go in quarter number 3. Aces driving. They're up 14. Kind of get the feeling they'd like to add a little to that margin just in case, because this is a feisty Swanton Bulldog team, and they have been battling hard. They've already been in the end zone once, and there's no reason to think they couldn't do it again once or twice given the opportunity. Turnbull. Hands off. This is a reverse. Zedike cross inside the 10-yard line down to about the 9, maybe the 8. Zedike takes it down to the 9.
Zedike, stop by Holtzberry.
Clock still running. Closing in on 1 minute to go in quarter number 3. What's been a fun football game for us to announce for you up here in the press box. Well played. Turnbull. Gave it to Green again. Green inside the 5, maybe to the 5. We'll see if they give him forward progress. He should be right at about the 5-yard line. It looks like that's where his derriere round up when he was brought down. Turned him around and sat him down on the 5-yard line. And indeed, that is where the ball is. Second and goal now from the 5-yard line. It was a first and goal from the 9 to start off the series. 12 seconds. We'll see if they can get a play off here before the quarter ends. And again, it looks like it's going to be a direct snap to Langham. Nope. No, he got it off right before the expiration. And nothing. Oh, he stays on his feet. He escapes. Langham cuts back the other way. Langham working his way a little closer. He'll get brought down at about the 3-yard line, maybe the 2.
Now that was a move, Bill.
Yeah, I thought that they had him for a loss, and he just came out of nowhere. He's still on the turf. So that's not good. It's Brant Langham. That's the end of the third quarter with the Aces up 20-6. When we get back into action, it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line for the Aces as they're out on the field taking a look at Brant Langham. And while they do that, and while we've got some time, I'm going to say another thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible. We can't thank them enough, especially for these road games. The underwriting support that we get really makes it a lot easier for us to be able to go on the road for the away games during the football season. I want to say a big thank you to Denny Vetter and the whole gang at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. ARC Solutions features welding, plasma, and a lot more. And not only do they do some incredible stuff out there in Hicksville's Industrial Park, but they are just great members of the community. Not only do they support us, but we were mentioning even earlier, they were out at the livestock sale today supporting the youth with their livestock projects. You've seen them mentioned whenever there's a community thing that needs support. Their name is always mentioned. We just cannot thank them enough. It's a great place to work, and it's just such a great example of, I guess, the Hicksville ethic. We just want to thank them so very much. And again, there's just no way you can go into all the stuff that they do there. Best thing to do is to find out for yourself. Check them out online. It's really a terrific company and something to be proud of in Hicksville. It's www.arcsolinc.com. Our good friends and our Diamond Level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our Aces Sports broadcasts, every level, every sport, every platform. All the Diamond Level supporters. This time around, ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and again online at www.arcsolinc.com. Looks like they walked Langham off, and we've got, again, a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line for the Aces. Turnbull hangs on to it himself, dives in. He's going to be short. Nope, they're going to say he went in.
Turnbull, touchdown.
Yep.
I was about to say the football went in, his legs
dove,
didn't.
And it looked like they brought him up short, but he broke the plane before he made contact with – he broke the plane with the ball out in front of him before any part of his body hit the turf. So that's another touchdown. This time it's a quarterback keeper from 3 yards out. And with the score, the Aces go up now by 20, 26-6, with 11:53 to go in the fourth quarter of the contest here tonight. And we'll get ready for the conversion attempt. Let's see if the Aces can go up by 21 or maybe even 22. They'll break huddle. And it looks like they might be going for 2 here. Yep, the Aces are setting up to go for 2. Turnbull rolling out. Turnbull puts the ball in the air, caught. And it's good. It was number 7 making the grab, Austin Sanders, it looked like. And Sanders completes the 2-point conversion, and that makes it 28-6 and puts the Aces up by 22. So that means that they score with a 2-point conversion, they could go up by 30, which would start the running clock for the remainder of the game. 11:53 to go, and the Aces looking pretty good here so far early in the fourth quarter. They're up by 22, 28-6. They're getting ready to kick it back to the Swanton Bulldogs. Bulldogs ready to get back on offense. Again, we're glad to be here on the road with the Aces. A pretty good contingent making their way from Hicksville, but it is kind of a long drive, and there is the fair going on. So we were really happy to be able to be here tonight. And, again, we've, knock on wood, we've got a really good Wi-Fi signal and a pretty good vantage point and a lot of help from up here in the press box. And
yes, a lot of help.
We're just really happy to be able to bring you this game tonight if you weren't able to make the long trip from Hicksville, because it's over an hour drive from Aces Country out here to Swanton. Kick is up. It's a short one. He shanks it. It stays in bounds and rolls down inside the 30-yard line. It looks like they're going to kill it about the 29-28. I think they were expecting that to go out of bounds, but you know, that oblate spheroid that every now and then it just rolls its own way. Hard to predict sometimes, and it stayed in bounds. And it's brought to rest at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Swanton Bulldogs. Oh, they're saying the 28-yard line officially. Okay. Their quarterback, young Jaden Wilson, only a freshman, into the game once again. Seeing if he can engineer something here offensively. He hasn't done a bad job at all so far tonight. Quick handoff, not much there, maybe a yard or two. They'll advance the ball out to near the 30-yard line. Oh, look, I can make shadow puppets on the wall. Bulldogs base huddle, break huddle. I'll explain that last comment I made in just a moment here after this play. Ball in the air, picked off. Aces with the interception at the 33-yard line of Swanton. Oh, my. That'll be the 3rd interception for the Aces here tonight. No, we turn the lights off to cut down the glare on the panes of glass that we have to shoot the camera through. It was too dark to see the roster, so we got a flashlight. I've got this flashlight sitting up. The flashlight is shining on this white wall, so if I want to, I can make shadow puppets on the wall with my hands. I was going to try to amuse Chris, but he's lost in web surfing right now to try to track down I don't know what.
Oh, no, sorry. I was cutting down on those
That's okay.
those scam links.
Yeah, no,
trying to protect our viewers out there.
Turnbull dropping back, hangs on to it. Turnbull running forward and gets back almost to the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he's going to lose a yard. He said that's more important than me, making a talking gorilla.
Turnbull.
Anybody can do that. All right, Turnbull loses a yard. It'll be 2nd. Well, actually loses a couple, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Aces. 10:22 to go. Ball right now on the 30, just outside the 35-yard line. Turnbull, hand off to Green. Green powers forward, gets to the 35, so he'll pick up a yard maybe. Oh, it was Cross Zedike, I'm sorry. So Cross Zedike gets him a little bit of real estate, not much. 3rd down and 11. Ball right on the 35-yard line now for the Aces. Play comes in from the sideline, courtesy of George Green. They'll head into the huddle. Garrett Turnbull sends out his offensive squad, gets the snap. Turnbull drops back. Ball in the air, caught and dropped.
They got that playoff with 1 second left on the play clock.
Turnbull to Langham.
Langham got his hands on it and dropped it to the turf. That'll bring up 4th down. I think the Aces may well go for it here. Very nice night here for football action. Like I said, a little bit cloudy as the sun was setting, but no precipitation, nice breeze, and maybe a little bit muggy, but nothing like we had to deal with like on Wednesday and Thursday of this week.
Nothing compared to
much nicer day today. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back, ball's in the air. He's got a man off his fingers and incomplete. That was Braden Dix, I believe, that it bounced off of his hands. Jammed his finger, too, it looks like it. He was kind of clutching his hand and jumping up and down a little bit.
When it hit his hand, it kind of bent his fingers back a little bit.
It either bent him the wrong way or he jammed one of his fingers trying to catch that ball. So Aces will turn it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Swanton with, again, the ball right at the 35-yard line.
So we know one of these teams only has 2 timeouts. So
at least that's what we suspect.
Yes. Well, I know the scores confirmed it, so
we'll just see if somebody calls a timeout and then they get the flag because they called the 4th timeout.
Yes, then we know.
We'll know. Aces back on defense. Ball tossed and incomplete. That was the Aces number 22, Camden Walter, there to make sure that the ball was not caught. Wilson back under center. 2nd down play. Again, rolling out, looking downfield, ball in the air, almost intercepted. Intended receiver was number 80. That's Dennis Robinson.
Wilson to Robinson. Incomplete.
And the Aces almost had pickoff number 4 there. Third and 10 now for Swanton. 9 minutes. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. 9:04 to go in regulation. This time it's a quick handoff, and they get him around the ankles, and they bring him down just at the 35-yard line. They might give him a half a yard, depending on where they mark his knee. And we've got another player down.
Officials timeout for an injury.
And that looks like it might be a cramp. Doc Haggerty out there stretching those leg muscles as the Aces down on the field. So we've got 8 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in our fourth quarter. The Aces leading by 22, 28-6. I'm Bill Murphy along with Chris Warner. Glad to have you with us here at Swanton High School at Swanton Field, home of the Bulldogs. As he is up and mobile. That's number 54, Bronson Graber. So got a bit of a cramp there. So they'll walk him off, and we'll bring the teams back out onto the field of play. We'll get ready for more action on the gridiron here. Wilson up under center. Snap. I take that back as a punt. Yeah, I should have known that. It was fourth down. And it'll roll to about the 32-yard line where it'll be downed by the Bulldogs. So, 4 and out for Swanton. Aces get the ball back. They'll have it. Well, they're going to put it at the 31. 1st and 10 for Hicksville with 8 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Aces looking to even up their record on this young season at 1-1. Get back to 500 and be on the winning crest as they get ready for week number 3, hosting Eden next week. Turnbull, handoff, working his way through traffic, still on his feet, powering down to about the 39-yard line. Green, George Green. That'll make it a 2nd and 2. I'm only going to say 3, okay. 2nd and 3, the ball needs to get to the 42-yard line to move the chains.
Zedike, first yard.
And it's going to be a huge gain. That'll move the chains.
First down, Aces.
Gain about 15. All right, start the clock back up. Ball's going to be on the 46-yard line. Aces get in position. 7:15 left to go in the game.
Yep.
Aces up 28-6.
I apologize. I was sending a quick text to our other crew over at the fairgrounds, letting us know that they just wrapped up covering the Demolition Derby. So they had a couple quick questions I was answering quickly. So thank you for filling in, Christopher. 2nd down for the Aces as the ball sits now on the 41-yard line. 6:44 clock rolling. 2nd and 5 as the Aces look to maybe put one more in the end zone and
run down that clock as much as they can.
Put the frosting on the cake here.
Aces in no rush.
Yep, they can take their time. Turnbull with the snap. Pitch back. Cross Zedike. Ball's loose. And it's recovered by Swanton. Cross Zedike, a good run, but the ball pops out, and one of the Bulldogs players falls on it. So it's another turnover. That's 3 on each side of the ball now. 3 interceptions tonight for the Aces. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery for the Swanton Bulldogs. Ball will be at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Swanton. And still on his feet, running around the corner. He'll get some positive yardage. That'll move the ball out to about the 34-yard line. As Jaden Wilson will come over and get the play on the sideline. Head coach Eric Keller imparting his wisdom. And officially at the 34-yard line, as we said, center will come out first.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs don't like the look of the defensive set by the Aces, so they're going to call their, well, it's either their first or their second timeout, but this one is official. Timeout on the field called by the Swanton Bulldogs as they talk it over to try to figure out what they want to do on this upcoming 2nd and 4. They really need to get down the field and get some points on the board quickly if they want to stand any chance of being able to get back into this football game. So we'll wait for the play to resume down on the field. Well, looking ahead a little bit, coming up next week, as we mentioned earlier, we have a fair amount of volleyball action coming your way. Monday, first day of school for the Aces for grades 1 through 12. And they will start off with a 2-hour welcome back celebration assembly. On Monday afternoon at 5 p.m., I believe, is junior high volleyball. And then they've got, well, quick handoff on the inside. Not much there, but he will pick up a couple. Number 33, Trenton Eitner. So we're hopeful. I have to go to the eye doctor on Monday at about 3 o'clock, and I know that I'm going to get my eyes dilated and everything. So I'm hoping by 5 o'clock I'll be able to stand the bright lights in the gym and be able to help out and bring you junior high volleyball action for the first time this season. We'll sort of play that one by ear. Quick handoff up the middle. Not much there, but it looks like he might have enough to move the chains. He does. He gets about 1.5 yards past the needed line of gain. That'll move the 6, and a fresh set of downs for Swanton as they get it out to the 41-yard line. And then again, we have 2 nights of junior varsity and varsity volleyball action coming your way next week on Tuesday and on Thursday, starting at 5:30 each night. I think Pettisville and I think it's Continental. But anyway, we've got 2 nights of high school volleyball. And, of course, week number 3 of football coming up 1 week from today. And another whistle. And that's a delay of game called against Swanton as the clock expires, the play clock expires, and that'll move them back 5. So their 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 15. So Wilson on a 1st and 15. Puts the ball in the air. Laterals it out to number 2, Caught. And he's going to get swarmed under almost immediately. Connor Mitchie makes the grab, but not much more. He might get 1 yard or 2 of forward progress, but that'll be about it. It'll be 2nd and long, 2nd and 14. They're only going to give him 1 yard. The bots are restless tonight, huh?
Yes, actually, I just think I fixed the solution. So.
Wilson, quick handoff. And he bounces off the defenders, and they take him sideways and don't let him go forward.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, the bots are being ruthless tonight. I'll tell you what, they're like gnats.
That was, I believe, Harris with the carry. Not much there, no gain. So 3rd and 14 now for Swanton. So here we go, 3rd and 14 now for Swanton. Wilson up under center. Wilson rolling out. Wilson, ball in the air. And intercepted by the Aces.
Wilson intercepted by Dix. It'll be 1st and 10, Hicksville.
So the Aces capitalize on their 4th interception tonight. Get the ball back. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Aces 48-yard line. And they only need to kill 2 minutes and 10 seconds to be able to celebrate a victory on that long bus ride back to Hicksville tonight.
Yes.
It won't seem nearly as long. Got a win under your belt. And they can entertain themselves watching the replay of our coverage on the HIX-TV.
I was just about to
channel.
mention that.
Hopefully they all subscribe. Green with a strong carry near 1st down yardage. George gets out to looks like about the 46-yard line of Swanton.
You know, Bill, I've actually had some of the players tell me that they do watch it on their way home from the longer travel times.
No, there you go. It's kind of nice to know that.
Yes, they always like to hear our comments, actually, you know, because they're playing the game, but they always like to hear what we have to say.
That's true. And I haven't gotten beat up yet, so it must not be too mad. So,
and I haven't had any of them come to me during weightlifting.
All right. Turnbull. High snap, but he hangs on to it. Quick handoff. Right up the spout. And short gain by Cross Zedike to the 45-yard line. Pickup of about a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. But most importantly, he stays on the ground, inbounds, and the clock continues to run. Now, there's 2 timeouts left for the Bulldogs. They could stop the clock, but there's no real point in them doing that right now. Until they have the football back in their hands, it's kind of academic. Turnbull taking his time. Watching that play clock go down to 7, 6, 5. Takes the snap, hands it off. Green, 1st down yardage. And Green steps out of bounds, unfortunately, or gets run out of bounds, which will stop the clock at 34 seconds. But that's a fresh set of downs for the Aces, and that pretty much should be all she wrote about that. The fat lady's getting ready to sing here tonight for the Swanton Bulldogs. Ball resting on the 37-yard line. Aces with a 1st and 10. And only 30. Well, the clock is rolling. Okay. Turnbull hands it off to Green. Green powers forward. He gets stood up, pushed back. But that should about do it.
3, 2, 1, and that's the game.
That's it. It's all over, and the Aces draw even. They get back to 500 with their first win of the season tonight. A victory over the Swanton Bulldogs, 28-6. Your final score. Except with the win, the Aces even up their record at 1 win and 1 loss on the young season. Swanton will fall to 0-2. The The Aces will congratulate the Swanton Bulldogs center field, and we'll get ready to wrap up our coverage for you tonight here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Well, as we do get ready to wrap things up this evening, we want to say, again, a big thank you to everyone here at Swanton High School, the Swanton Athletic Department, their athletic director, Wade Hasselman, and all of the crew that have been up here in the press box. We want to thank them so very much for their hospitality and being nice, helping us out and dealing with some of the issues that we unexpectedly had here in this press box this evening and allowing us to have a pretty good broadcast here tonight. We also want to say a big thank you once again to all 4 of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. And again, it's a special thank you to all 4 of them because they really, really do help us when we go on the road for these away games during the regular season. Our Diamond Level underwriting supporters include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Find out about the opportunities that they have available. Maybe one will suit you. Check them out online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks also to the Hicksville Pharmacy, located in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. They're your good neighbor pharmacy with a full-service pharmacy for you and your family, medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gift sundries, and more. The Hicksville Pharmacy right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And, of course, our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. ARC Solutions Incorporated online at www.arcsolinc.com. Well, with that, we are going to wrap it up for this evening and pack up our stuff and head back to Hicksville. Again, we want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope you enjoyed the live stream coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. If you did and you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can click on the button for notifications. That way you'll know whenever we schedule a live update, a live stream, and whenever we upload new programming to our video on demand library here on the YouTube channel as well. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so very much. And again, if you have not done so, please consider subscribing and also consider following us on Facebook as well. We'd love to have you, and that's a great way to keep up to date with all the things that are going on at Hicksville Community Television. And we try to keep you updated as best we can with other things of interest for Hicksville community and the western part of Defiance County as well. So with that, we're going to cap it off here tonight. Once again, your final score this evening, it was the Aces defeating 28-6 the Swanton Bulldogs. Our next sports broadcast coming your way, I think hopefully Monday afternoon. It'll be junior high volleyball action starting at 5 p.m. with the 7th grade match from Hicksville Schools. And with that, we're out of here. Thanks so much for joining us. And for Chris Warner, running the camera, overseeing the live stream, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.